Hotel family, I'm Jhuty Heru Neb Hu, EET, which means welcome. Welcome to the fall equinox ceremony offered to you by the shrine of Jhuty Heru Neb Hu. I am your brother, Wujedi Ma'at, Imhotep Bakamun, and today I would like to talk to you guys about Wasir. As you can see, I'm out here at the beach. In a few moments, I have to do some Upagani and Gumi. This is why I came out here. So I might as well talk about Wasir while I'm here. It's all about connecting with nature, and that was the principle of the Kemety, our ancient ancestors of Ancient Kemety, not Egypt. So Wasir, Wasir is vegetation, it's crops. He's a corn deity. So we know that the fall season is autumn, and it's the reaping, the harvest season. And we can see in the story of the Wasirian drama, right, how Set attacks Asar and kills Asar. Right? Remember, it's a story, and symbolically or symptomatically, we can see what the explanation is. At the time of harvest, Wasir, the body, right, is the vegetation. So we can see in the Medunetra that tells the story, we see the different symbols. First of all, you see the Heka and the Nkaka, which is a symbol of Wasir. The Heka symbolizing rulership as a shepherd, and we know what that deals with: farming, land, animals, agriculture. And we also see the Nkaka, which was a symbol of royalty in terms of being in charge of farming, agriculture, and stuff like that. So both together shows you the symptomatic concept of what a king needs to have as far as creating a civilization, based on Ma'at, having everything that you need. So Wasir is that time in terms of the fall season that we recognize. There's also natural root too, different natural root too. This is what I said, it's a symptomatic concept that our ancestors used to create a story, so we can always remember and understand what's going on in our culture. So we're not dumbfounded, as time change and we forget how to do things, right? So we see the different natural root. We see Heru, because once Wasir is destroyed, Heru takes vengeance. But Heru is the son of Wasir. He's the seed, and that's what it's all about. It's the consciousness, right? So the body of Asar during harvest is cut by the sickle. So we see the sickle, aside from the Heka and the Nkaka, we see the sickle, and this is Set, because Set destroys the body of Asar, right? So we see Set, we see Heru, we see Wasir, right? But we also see planets, right? So there's other natural that's associated with this time. I'm talking about Wasir, but we also have planets. I like to show the relationship in terms of how Wasir is associated with Saturn, and how I interpret it in my training with Upagani and Gumi. There's a particular routine called Ulamwengo, where we establish a stability stance, because remember the Jed pillar is Wasir, because you want to establish stability. If you think about the planet Saturn, it's all chaos. It's not stable. You can't live there. There's no oxygen there. So with all that in mind, the concept tells you or reminds you what you need to sustain life, right? So with the Jet pillar stance, we hold our arms like this. Ulamwengo means basically the world, literally. So you hold on to the world. And I like to think that my arms are like the ring of Saturn. So I'm beholding the chaos of of all the things I guess I need to balance out this chaos. So it starts with the pineal gland, the consciousness, the seed, to establish from what's above, we learn here below. This is our world. We are the nature. We think like the nature. That seed of Asar, Heru, we are Shemsu Heru. This is our pineal gland now. We think and we meditate in this position. And now this is our world. And based on what we say and do in this world will affect us. So we know that we need to meditate to establish the proper or higher consciousness of Asar Heru, right? So we can do what we need to do accordingly. So with this particular training called Ulamwengo, I like to recognize how it's associated with Saturn, how it's associated with Wasir, Heru, right? So as you can see, our culture, everything's all connected. So it's not just Usir, it's not just Set, it's not just Heru, it's not just Saturn, it's everything. So we pay homage. This is our culture. This is what we do. So we always remember and understand nature. So we put everything in story form. Do our nature. Jhuty Heru Neb Hu. Happy fall equinox.